And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this fine Monday? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Why have you been doing it? All that good stuff. So I don't have to think of words while I edit the end of the audio from my most recent video that I did do a writing of today. Yeah. Ooh. Someone's talking about Spawn for some reason. Not sure what that's about. This is a very busy chat today. Oof. Salubrious greetings and salutations to... Oh, God, it's just Benji. Never mind. I should know it's Benji because he uses the full thing.
Hi, Benji.
The other day he said he was bored and then he didn't go anywhere. So apparently I can just say what I want and he doesn't seem to care. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Had a weekend. And that's about it. I can't even remember what we did at the weekend. Not much. I've been for my walks. You know, the saga of getting a pair of shoes that actually fit. We used them for the first time. And of course, hit 2 pubs on the way because it had to be done. And the funny thing is, like, it was a pretty long walk. It was up a massive hill and along a 2 thing. And like I said, it hit 2 pubs. It wasn't
my training hill.
Yeah. And that was absolutely fine. And I liked going to pubs because I like going to pubs. It's a nice day for it as well. And then we went, oh, right, well, there's a supermarket down the road. So why don't we grab some stuff for tea? And the like, and then we can take a taxi home. It wasn't until I went to the supermarket. I was in agony in that place. I think standing still just absolutely kills me for some reason, and I don't know why. It's super weird. Moving about is like the worst. I sick wouldn't check your whiskey cellar, as I might have been there with a Luton van earlier. Do you mean a looting van? Or is a Luton van a term that I am not aware of? Because, to be honest, I didn't even have a cellar, so you must have dug a cellar, filled it with whiskey, and then stolen it all. Which, as, you know, schemes go, it's certainly one of them. Oops, slightly late. Terrible. Do you know how important this stream is, where I'm totally paying attention to what's going on and not clicking S over and over and over again?
Thank you, Patrick. It's nice to see that you've been a member 31 months. Wow.
It is such a long time and kind of ridiculous, but I very much appreciate it. It always blows my mind because I've been doing this for a long time now. I've had a lot of people who have supported me on various platforms for really long times now. And I hate looking at the amount of money some of them have ultimately given. You can work it out from the costs of like my memberships and how long they've been on. And I'm like, I feel bad sometimes. I mean, I tell people not to donate if they don't have the money, and people have told me, "Oh, I'm a bit low on funds, so I'm gonna stop for a while." And I'm like, "Stop for as long as you need to. Stop forever." But you know, they often come back.
Your imposter syndrome kicks in.
Yeah, I think that is a big part of it. But I appreciate it so much. I mean, to be fair, it is over literal years. So that money, while, again, completely appreciated and amazing, it's like a few $100s over like 7 years is still not all the money in the world. Like I'm sure they can afford it. Anyway, I don't really like talking about money. It makes me very uncomfortable. But my point is that I really, really appreciate that some of you have done that for so long. I appreciate anybody who does it for any length of time. It's still crazy to me that people support me at all. So yeah, money can't buy happiness, but I'm sure it makes misery easier to live with. Well, drying your tears with $100 bills, I'm sure, is better than toilet paper. I'm on a whiskey diet. I have lost 3 days already. I mean, yeah. Is that Benji again? God damn it. It, it's the same as Undrunken. He comments a lot in my videos as well, and it ends up getting a lot of shocked faces. As a millionaire YouTuber, is that why you cringe? I wish I was a millionaire YouTuber. I wish I was even remotely close to a millionaire. It would make something so much easier. One, I would pay people to do the bits of my job I don't like doing and focus on the bits I do like doing and just make much, much better videos. Welcome back to Good at the Sex, Tarry Lounsend, Larry. I'll support you with well wishes and positivity. I appreciate that too. It's not support, it's recon for my whiskey heist. I mean, that's fair. I do keep sending my supporters pictures of my whiskey hull. It's like I said, I don't have a cellar, but I do have a big hole filled with whiskey. Now, whether or not that's in bottles is yours to figure out. Honestly, you're probably the most human YouTuber I know of. I like the irony of that. I do try to make it so that my YouTubing is like what I do is a job. That's the way I see it. I don't try to be over the top. I definitely don't like being one of those YouTubers who it's all about that. I'm very bad at doing the stuff that would probably make my channel a little bit more better for its health.
Oh, you mean the graft?
Yeah. Look, I do the graft. The graft is just work.
I love how you say graft.
But graft is just work. It's more, I don't want to call it a grift, but it's like, it is something that it has a particular feel to it. And it's something that I don't like doing.
Self-promotion is just not really both of our thing either.
No, I have to teach myself to do it.
Like I don't really ask people to subscribe or anything like that.
The only way I'm comfortable with putting it in, like, you know, when you get a hard stop in a video and they say, by the way, don't forget to subscribe and all that. Like, I can't do that. I'll either take one that the person of the video is doing and just say, don't do that, do it to me. Or if I see a moment I'm like, I can make this into a joke, then I'll do the joke. And you know, it works.
Giraffe. How do you say giraffe?
How do I say giraffe?
Giraffe.
Giraffe, not giraffe.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. Yeah, but you're saying it like I'm saying giraffe, like it's one syllable. Instead of giraffe, which is two, I think.
It's not a giraffe.
It is a giraffe.
No.
Yeah. They're called giraffes. They're not called giraffes.
It's a giraffe.
You just make it sound like a giraffe. Like you could
Giraffe.
float on it. Instead of a giraffe.
Which is at the end of it, unless it's you've been giraffed.
You've been giraffed.
Like you got jump scared by one or something.
I think you've been giraffed would be a hell of a prank. What would it involve? Like you wake up and there's just a giraffe in your bedroom and you have no idea how it could possibly have gotten in there.
It might not fit in a house. It might have to go through the window.
Well, that's the whole thing. That's why it's a good prank. Like, it's impossible to get them in there. Therefore, incredibly cruel for the giraffe for obvious reasons. Sorry, the giraffe.
You wake up and your neck is 10 feet long.
That's giraffing. Oh.
I don't know how you're going to achieve that, but sure.
It would take a while. You'd have to put them in a coma first.
Just
and then you could do
increase their neck space.
You could do there's that that necklace thing that some tribes do, and like they insert extra ones and it actually makes their neck physically longer.
No, it doesn't. It lowers your shoulders. It
Either
doesn't make
or.
your neck
It makes
longer.
Your neck look longer.
It makes it look longer, but it isn't longer.
Well, it is longer in a.
No, it isn't.
In any. Functionally longer.
It's really bad for you.
I'm sure it is. That's kind of my point. I guess it doesn't extend your spine, is your point.
No,
So we need to
it
find a way to
lowers
extend people's
it lowers your
spines.
shoulders down and your
We need to find a
collarbone.
way to extend people's spines by several feet. Have anybody got any ideas? We're making giraffing a prank now.
They probably have to go the surgery route where you get like implanted extra vertebrae.
People waking up,
Because
having missed
there's
days.
people who try and get more height on their legs by like breaking their bones and growing their legs more.
That's fucking wild
Yeah.
to me.
So you'd have to kind of do that with your spine, which is very risky.
Thing is, as a tall, I couldn't possibly relate, so I can't say what a ridiculously stupid thing to do, but it definitely feels like a ridiculously stupid thing to do, because surely the risks are immense. Like you could definitely completely fuck your like legs up forever,
Yeah.
and I can't see. I wouldn't want to. There's nothing about me that I would want to risk permanent disfigurement / breaking of my functionality.
Yeah, I'm never really. As somebody who really doesn't really like how they look, I've never considered the idea of having plastic surgery to change anything. Mainly just like it's so risky. Surgery is so risky.
It's insanely risky. I mean,
Yeah.
even stuff you need, and even really, really, really basic things, kills people all the time. Super scary.
Oh yeah.
I had to have a chunk of meat
Extreme
removed from my
platform
body.
shoes. Yeah, there's a non-surgical route.
I don't think extreme platform shoes affects the neck. I could be wrong, but I don't think it would extend someone's neck. Right, I finished editing now, so I can concentrate on this terrible, useless content.
I don't like the idea of having a face off. No, not really.
What, as in like the movie, swapping faces with someone? There's a conspiracy theory now that since that movie, John Travolta and the bees, his name, Nick Cage. Nick Cage.
I love how your brain says the bees.
How they have since that movie started acting like each other, as if the movie was real, and that's just what they did. I like that idea. I told you this last week. Did you? I feel like Mrs. Sick told me this and thought it was funny.
No, I didn't tell you.
No?
No. It must have been uni.
To be fair, I assume every new piece of information that I find out is from Mrs. Sick, probably. If someone told me something, because I interact with so few people.
It makes me sound smart. That's fine.
Makes me sound smart.
I have so much information.
Lady giraffes are almost never in the mood, so most of the time when the males get frisky, they do it with each other. Is that true? Because that's kind of amazing. Help me, Sick. I have to endure 15 minutes of wiping in a raid in... I thought you meant something else. I thought, holy shit, this person has got some major toilet problems. I got to do 15 minutes of wiping. Oh, what's happened? That's awful.
At that point, get a bidet.
At that point, just do it in the shower. Waffle stomp that shit. I mean,
oh my god.
If it's that long and that much, I can only assume it's pure liquid anyway. So, you know, it'll drain.
Wash. God.
Jet wash in the butthole. You know, if you take a power washer and stick it up your ass.
God, the recoil on those things.
Yeah, well, they can cut you, can't they?
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's like very, very strong.
I'm sure someone's been degloved by one, which is just a horrible concept. I fucking hate the idea of degloving. I'm a person who, when it comes to hands, I just don't like seeing hands being damaged. It's one of those things that when you really look at your hands, they're very cool and very complicated, and you're very useful. So whenever I think of its hands and eyes getting damaged, really bugs me. So when someone introduced me to the concept of degloving, I was out.
For some reason, it's nipples for me.
Yeah.
I don't know
Mrs. Sick will
why.
watch just the worst, horriblest, most invasive surgeries and be like, "Oh, that's fascinating." But one person pinches a nipple too hard,
No.
and she falls to the floor like it's being done to her.
Ugh.
It's actually amazing. So I will sometimes sit there, put my nipple right in front of her, and flick it as hard as I can.
Ah, no, don't do
It doesn't
that.
hurt, but it hurts her, and that's the real meaning of Christmas.
This is what I got you for Christmas.
Happy Christmas! Flick, 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 flick. Yes, female giraffes have a very rare estrus cycle. They don't have something like a yearly heat. Oh, okay. But, I mean, lots of animals shag for fun. I'm aware of, obviously male giraffes shag for fun. But,
How do we arrive at nipples? We all get there eventually.
nipples, it's the end of all trains of thought. All conversations, all journeys will eventually arrive at a nipple somewhere. It's just a fact about reality.
Do you have Joe Rogan nipple? Like, what does his nipples look like? I can't say I've looked up the man.
I don't know why,
he's
but
not
I imagine
attractive.
they look like his own face.
He's not Hathor Beyonce, and I'm not looking him up. Right.
That's how I felt when I lost half a fingertip in my early 20s. Half a fingertip. So,
Oh, like on your pinky. Yeah, that's quite common for like children actually.
get it
Yo-yos.
shut in a door.
Yo-yos did a hell of a job on that.
Christ.
Yeah.
A guy blew a hole through his hand washing with an industrial pressure washer. Oh.
Did he go?
Alright.
Did he go? Check this out and then do it to his hand, or did he like accidentally get it in the way?
I thought when I cut my hand open I was cleaning a cup, my favourite cup, which had the scan of my kids when they were still in the belly, in Mrs. Sick's belly. And I had a cup of it, and I was cleaning it, and the handle just came off and went right through my hand. Like,
Yeah, you bled a lot.
oh God. It was unnecessary and brutal. I can't remember. It was on my finger, I think. It didn't. I say through my hand. It cut through the skin.
Just the tip, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a lot, and it was very unnecessary. Luckily, I didn't lose anything apart from the plot. So, Mrs. not getting door knockers anytime soon. A particular type of piercing. You've never been into
No, I don't.
pierced nipples.
I'm not into nipple piercings.
I used to go out with someone who had pierced nipples, and she put me off the idea entirely by explaining what happens sometimes is that they'll just get very, very pussy. I was like, that's not fun.
Belly buttons as well. People get piercings there. They get infected so much.
I assume they just don't clean them.
Probably.
Phrasing, just the tip.
Getting snagged on things as well. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Like I have my ear pierced, but I haven't worn it in years just because I took it out one day, didn't think about it, and then I couldn't get it back in, and I was like, oh, I guess my ear's not pierced anymore. Was my basic philosophy on it. I have nerve damage around the tip of one of my pinkies with a disc sander once. I didn't feel it.
Oh dear.
You ground the tip off of one of your.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Good job you didn't feel it.
But the fact that you didn't feel it.
A butthole
How
piercing.
bad?
There's butthole piercings?
So you have nerve damage.
I'm gonna look this up. My Google search is gonna be really bad.
Okay, she's gonna do that. Zach, you have nerve damage. Is it just in your hands or is it like elsewhere? Because that's so scary to me. The whole concept of what's it called? I know it's congenital CPA. Congenital insensitivity to pain is so scary. Just like being able to like cut a bit of you off and not know.
Okay, technically it's not the butthole. It's the skin that is between your butthole and your private parts.
What are the gooch? There's a gooch piercing.
Is that what they call it?
The between the butthole, like between your
Why
bollocks
would
and
you
your arm.
want it there? That's like so
In the way.
I don't get it. Yeah, like when you're walking, doesn't it just go in the way?
The taint. I prefer the Gouge. I got that from...
There's some wonderful photos.
Mm.
Oh no, someone's actually had a butthole one.
I'm sure someone does. To me, the only butt piercing should be connecting both of the cheeks, just because I think that would be funny. Someone mentioned a Prince Albert. We have a friend who has a Prince Albert, and we discovered things about the Prince Albert that if you have never met anybody with one or spent any significant amount of time with someone with one, you just wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Walking into the toilet without knowing that they're in there, to see them knelt in front of it because it was the easiest way for them to piss in it. Well, I say that. He just, for some reason, didn't want to sit in the toilet. But I feel like I'm assuming it was a guy who would like to feel manly. So I'm assuming that it was the only way he could pee while standing.
Standing.
But honestly, like, that's so much worse. Like, especially if you're out and about. Surely, sitting on a toilet is even, like, you can clean it. You can take stuff with you. You can have tissues and you can have antibacterial spray and you can clean a toilet seat. Or you can put tissues on the toilet seat. But kneeling on a piss floor, there's just no way to clean that in a way that I'd be happy to put my clothes directly against it. I don't know. The perineum. Is there many words for it?
That's the scientific name for it.
Baccoscrote. Leprosy when your nerves get damaged. Yeah, like all sorts of those things.
Like, I've only ever wanted a lip piercing, and that's it.
There we go. Zach, I have nerve damage from a staph infection when I broke my arm. The doctors didn't believe I was really in pain because I was young. The infection was literally eating my nerves. Like, oh my God.
Oh, God.
I'm assuming you're quite old, Zach, because there was a time when human doctors genuinely thought children didn't feel pain, which is the most wildly stupid thing I can conceive of. It is crazy to me that someone could see someone screaming in pain and like flailing back and forth. No, I'm 34. Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, you're younger than me.
Oh, how does that happen? Like recently? Crazy. Oh God, I want to say I'm sorry, but like I didn't do it. I mean, I didn't have my doctorate then. I was still doing doctoring, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see a kid with imagine that. That is fucking awful. But now you have a parlor trick where you can sand off fingertips and not feel it and go ta-da. So that's just as good as having competent doctors, right? Were they never children? That is like, how do you not know? Surely as a child, it was like, well, I don't remember my childhood. Surely you know that at some point during your childhood, something hurt. Like, you can't possibly be that vapid.
It was put down to mimicking behaviour. That's what they used to call it.
Idiots.
Yeah, they said it's not actual pain, it was just mimicking
and
adults.
Yet this baby, who's never seen someone in pain, is crying in pain. Wonder why. If I stab it with a pin, like, don't be stabbing babies with pin, but surely if you're psychotic enough not to understand that children can feel pain, you should be stupid enough to go, right, if I stab this baby, it won't feel it because it won't notice. Like, that's the thing. You stab it somewhere where it doesn't see, and it still reacts, almost like it hurt. Like it's the easiest thing in the world to test. Crazy. Well, a lot of doctors are assholes. There are probably a decent number of assholey doctors, but I like to think that most people don't become doctors because they're actual crazy people. Oh. Depends what country you live in or Alabama. I'm just upset that I'm not rich. They didn't even try to sue. Oh, your parents. That's always a bummer. Surely that sort of thing should be like, when you become an adult, you should be able to sue for it once you have the right to do it yourself. If no, like the statute of limitation should extend to when you're able to do something about it. Because fuck that. If someone did something terrible, just like, I don't know. Yeah, drives you crazy. Everything can feel pain.
Right, but you see,
Even
those
your
are the
mum.
same people who ate mummies and thought women were smart as dogs.
Mm. Why would babies cry when they're in pain then? Exactly. Why would a baby cry when you do, like, obviously if you stuck a pin into a baby it would cry.
I was hit by a car when I was 9 years old. I still feel the pain when the weather changes.
Oh,
Yeah, I get issues with my arm because my arm was pretty messed up
she had a
after.
fight with a Land Rover.
Yeah.
She won in court. Yeah, you actually got something out of it, which was mostly the opportunity to meet me because she had money, so she went out and then we met, and that's what she won from that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, she can't return it either. No joke. In 1999, my high school in southern Alabama, students would have their hunting rifles in their vehicles on campus, and that was just standard practice. That is baffling. I mean, what are you planning on hunting? Like, is it just a thing where you're driving along and you're like, oh, do you want to go kill something? Yeah. That seems a bit strange to me.
Yeah, I find that a really odd thing. But then again, America is absolutely enormous, so there's probably a lot more wildlife than there is here.
Yeah, but when I see wildlife, the first thing I think
I
is,
don't.
oh,
Yeah,
I want to go pet
yeah. I don't think the first thing is, "Ooh, I wanna maim that creature." Yeah, I don't think that.
it. Although I can understand if the point is, ooh, dinner. I can get that. I can get behind that. If it's a particularly tasty animal, fair enough. People used to think that animals are like automatons. I even met a Catholic priest who said that. Yeah, like, why does an animal get upset when you give it an injection? Is it because it's not feeling pain? No, of course not. That's stupid. It takes a certain, like, tiny mind, just witheringly small, to not understand.
So a lot of it's just a lack of empathy as well.
I'm sorry, Oisinimim?
Oh,
I was mauled by a donkey.
oh, my sister was.
Is really?
Yeah,
In what way?
she was petting a donkey, and she kept poking its face because it's got a soft nose,
Oh,
and it went
so did it bite her?
It bit her, but it didn't cause like permanent injury, but it definitely bit her and made her bleed.
Oof. Yeah, like by mold.
And now it has a taste for blood. That's the thing.
Yeah, it now travels the moors.
The boss.
The donkey vampire. It eats school children.
Is that where the story of Dracula came from?
It's actually Dracula was always a donkey. Going from I was mauled by a donkey to separation anxiety with dogs, they miss you is a hell of a leap there, mate. After an operation on my stomach, I woke up in ICU. Strangely pleasant place to spend a few days. I mean, that tends to be.
I would hope you so.
I mean, I don't know if necessarily you should end up in ICU after an operation, but presumably it takes some amount of care.
It's intensive care.
Yeah, I guess. I always think of the ICU as an emergency, massive thing happened. And I guess a stomach operation is probably because it needed to happen, but I don't know. When I went to the barber's for my first haircut, I bit the barber. And now he's a small child, or are now you a barber? I'm not sure how that one works. My sister got bit by a moose. Are you referencing Monty Python and the Holy Grail? I bet you are. That's why you don't poke a donkey in the nose. I mean, that is
Oh my
pretty
god, my
correct.
cousin got a nipple bitten off by a horse.
What
Ooh,
the fuck?
ooh, oh no. I'm
Oh,
back on nipples again.
I don't know if that's worse than what happened to you. It's probably not, but it's also pretty bad. Like, I'm not bothered by nipple stuff, but having just one bitten off, oh, that's a lot. That makes my brain a lot. I guess I can relate more to something visceral happening to a nipple
Horse
than.
nipple nibbling is an inexpensive hobby. Yeah, you only got 2 of them. Unless you've got a secret third one.
Donkeys are smart. Don't poke them. They don't like it any more than you would. I don't know. I don't mind being poked in the nose. Depends who's poking and why and how hard. My sister got bit by a moose yesterday and Whitey's on the moon. What the fuck are you on about? Is it what you Brits mean when you say it's nippy? When we say it's nippy, it means that your nipples are going to come out because it's that cold. Like, yeah. Nippy just means cold. It doesn't mean that your nipple has been bitten off.
It doesn't mean the weather is arousing.
Have you ever had a donkey punch? No, and I have never performed one either. It's not something that I think does anything for me, and I don't think it would do anything for my partners. So
I don't even know what it is.
I believe it's something to do with a sex act and being punched.
No.
And it's just completely.
Can you not punch me, please?
You make it sound like I do. I'm not ever going to punch you. You'd beat me up. I'm not kidding.
No, I beat you up. That's
Yeah.
the difference, yeah.
Shit, when we first started dating, I was like being all a guy. I mean, oh yeah, if you hit me, it won't hurt. Which it didn't. She hit me in the arm. It didn't hurt at all. Biggest bruise of my fucking life. It looked like I'd been hit by a car. Like,
that was a very impressive bruise.
it was ridiculous. It was absurd. It was the most obscene bruise I've ever had. And it was embarrassing. Because, oh, dude, how'd that happen? It's like, I don't actually know how it happened because essentially a fly landed on my arm and then I got the biggest bruise of my life because that's how it worked. I was so confused.
I do have very bony knuckles.
You are quite pointy.
Yeah.
It might have been just a pure, like a pinprick of a punch. And that's why I didn't necessarily notice, but it did damage. My cousin worked with horses. He's really tall and heavy, so his tits were right in front of the horse's face and it bit him.
Oh, right.
God damn. Well, surely the horse doesn't need to bite horses. What?
Generally,
Why did I say that?
Generally, if you put things in front of horses' mouths, though, they're like, "Ooh, I want to have a
What's
taste."
this?
Yeah,
Oh, that's tasty. Nom nom them nipples. If male horses don't have nipples, are they still mammals? Well, at least one of them has a nipple. So that's what they're trying to do. They need to consume nipples in order to gain nipplehood and get their mammalhood in. Mrs. Sics started her firebunk career early. It's Seamith. What the fuck are you talking about, Corny?
I'm not 100% sure.
No, that was obvious gibberish. How dare you? Get better. Oh God, my great aunt got her lower arm bitten off by a pig. Is this true? Some of these are fucking wild. Oh my God, there was this video I saw many moons ago. It might even have been on actual TV. And it was just the most horrific thing. It was some foreign TV show had pulled this poor kid onto the show who'd had his genitals eaten by a pig. Like off of his body. So he was smooth. And it's just... Why are you doing this? Why did you show this to anyone?
Why did you tell me this?
Huh?
Why did you have to tell me that?
I saw it.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure it was on TV. And this just looked like a Ken doll. And I'm like, what is going on?
I am so glad. The only thing I really cared about watching on TV was Star Trek and Dragon Ball Z as a kid.
Like a Ken, like pigs can be very pissy. Yeah, don't get in a fucking fight with one; it'll eat your bits. Jesus Christ! I know a herd of pigs can eat a corpse in a day. Beware the pig farmer. Stop referencing Snatch just because it's one of my favourite movies. What I hear is what you want to do is chop the body into pieces and pile it all together. Then what I hear you should do is feed them to pigs. I got bit by a radioactive spider, so of course I got cancer. I became the amazing cancer man.
Oh my god.
What?
Is that a brain candy reference?
What? What?
Cancer boy.
Oh no. No, I love that
Brain
movie so
candy
much.
is so good.
If you haven't seen Kids in the Hall, Brain Candy, it's like one of the greatest weird comedy movies ever. It's very, very funny. Very 90s, but very funny. Oh, Darth Vader is my favorite Star Trek character. Mine too. God, not fuck pigs or not. I mean, don't fuck pigs. They might not like it, and then they might bite you in places you aren't happy about. People who keep chickens and pigs know to count baby chicks who run too close to the pig pen.
Oh yeah, they just chomp them up. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine it's just they go Kirby on that shit. It's bad for the piggy's digestive system. You're talking about the teeth. They will go through bone like butter. They also had the man-eating pigs in Hannibal. Well, I mean, I think it's just one of those things. I don't know if pigs eating bodies is an old wives' tale kind of thing, or just a thing people have been known to do to get rid of them. But I've seen it in a lot of media that the pigs are a little bit scary. Invincible versus Homelander, who would win? The pigs. They'd eat them both. Rats eat humans if hungry. I mean, most things will eat another thing if hungry.
If a pig is very hungry or extremely aggressive, and there is a human who is incapacitated or unconscious in their enclosure, they will eat them.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Don't.
The pigs always win.
Yeah. Rats can chew through steel and people.
Oh
Apparently.
yeah, they just nom on everything.
Well, they just keep going until they get through, I guess.
Yeah.
I imagine it might be a case of multiple of them trying as well.
Yeah, more than likely.
I got bit by a radioactive goldfish. Now I have a 3-second memory. I got bit by a radioactive goldfish. Now I have a 3-second memory. Thank you, Demon Orb. Very much appreciated. Pigs, once freed, will change and become a different animal altogether. But they'd still be a pig.
We're bringing this back around to giraffes now. They turned into giraffes.
That's how you get the giraffe in people's houses.
There you go.
You turn them into a pig.
You get the pig in first and then turn it into a giraffe.
Get the pig, you turn it into a giraffe because they become a different animal, thus giraffe, because what else could that possibly mean? And then we've finally figured out how to giraffe people. Married men are the same way as pigs or giraffes. I'm very confused by that one.
Is it a bit like in Spirited Away? If you get married, you get turned into a pig.
I like the meme of if I was in Spirited Away, I would be a pig.
Yeah, I do like that meme.
So that food looks lush. I don't know what half of it is, but I'd eat it. Hypothetically, if you were on a desert island with a dead human and hungry, would you become a Cannonball Z? Do you mean a cannibal? Cannonball Z is a very strange version of a popular anime. But would I eat a dead person? If I was stuck on a desert island, no, I would just leave. I would walk across the ocean floor If I was bored, then I'd eat a person. You know, you got to do something to pass the time.
Spirited Away creeps you out. Why?
There's certain things in Spirited Away that's pretty creepy.
Like what?
Pigs once freed. Okay. Most rodents can close their cheeks behind their front teeth so they won't get what they're chewing through in their mouth. Is that an intentional trick that they have?
Just so they're just like,
Presumably they've got that rabbit thing going on as well, where the teeth like grow in constantly.
Yeah, probably.
A giraffe was a horse who laughed at Chuck Norris. One high kick was all it took. I mean, I'm not gonna. I really want to be actually that, but I'm not gonna because it's just a joke. You turn the dead into a puppet so you have someone to talk to.
All right, calm down, Ed Gein. Jesus.
I don't know, because you'd still just be talking to yourself, and I prefer talking to myself than meat puppets. You've been giraffed. If I find a giraffe in my living room when I get up from doing this, I'm gonna be mostly surprised, and then I guess I've got food for the next few days. Giraffes are just rats on stilts. That is obviously true, and I am going to continue to believe that forever now. The only thing we need to explain is how the necks work, but I think a series of like tubes, toilet roll tubes, where they shout through the end and they say giraffe noises. Yeah, okay, this all makes perfect sense now. Yep. Rats are just giraffes on stilts.
A giraffe is just like, it sounds like a vomiting noise, as far as I remember.
I think a dying one.
Yeah, it sounds like they're throwing up.
A giraffe is just 5 giraffes in a trench coat. And then it got deleted. God damn it. Some giraffes can play the harmonica. A lot of weird animals can play the harmonica, as long as they figure it out. There's a bar in the middle of a cold wasteland. Inside, a penguin and a polar bear are drinking whiskey. A giraffe comes in and says, "Wow, you've come a long way to be here." They say, "I have." Okay. Oh, the giraffe doesn't say that. I'm still confused by that. The giraffe's neck is just a rat's periscope. That makes the most sense.
God.
Can you eat giraffe? I'm pretty sure you can eat almost anything if you're determined enough. Like, you could eat a car if you really want.
Are we determined that rats are like inside the Trojan giraffe?
No, they are literally just on stilts and with like a megaphone that's also a periscope on top of them. And it looks exactly like that, but your brain is telling you that it looks like a giraffe because you're stupid. And that's how it works.
I thought it was like filled, like it's got like hundreds of rats inside it.
No.
Because that gave me a horrible image.
No, that's a Rat King giraffe you're thinking of.
Yeah, the Rat King giraffe.
Yeah. It must be horrible to be a giraffe with a sore throat. It depends. The sore throat probably doesn't extend down the whole thing. I mean, when you have a sore throat, it's usually the top of your throat that's sore. So it's like same difference. Neck of giraffe in the butchers. You get a lot for your money. I mean, that's true. I just want one neck, please. Thank you.
Oh, the giraffes fighting videos. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, how they fight is one of those things.
They are so violent.
If I had seen that, like in the last year, I would struggle to believe it was real. Because of all the whole fucking AI shit. Because it looks fake. It doesn't make sense. You watch it and you're like, holy fucking shit.
Giraffes don't make sense. They look fucking weird.
That is true. There's not a lot about them that makes all the sense in the world. Linda Lovelace was not a giraffe. That sounds like the start of a book. Linda Lovelace was not a giraffe. She was many things, but a giraffe was not among them. Rats are the meatballs of a wooden sheep people mistake for a horse. That does make
That's
sense.
a hell of a sentence.
Can you imagine a giraffe with a bad cough? Yes, it would go cough. I have a bad cough, and I am also a giraffe. That is an accurate impression. You what, mate?
Need a lozenge.
Need a lozenge.
A lozenge, sorry.
Sick would not ride a giraffe. I would ride a giraffe if I had the opportunity. And I'd be like, wow, this is fucking weird. Away! I would steal it. Oh. Well, they made sense before whatever they needed to reach the leaves. Yeah, I'm sure.
That was English.
No, they're talking about giraffes.
No, you speaking.
Shut up.
You said,
well, they make sense because whatever was before them needed to reach the leaves. There you go. Are you happy now? You're going to keep making fun of me?
It doesn't matter that it has logic to it. When you look at it, you go, ugh.
What the fuck? And then it goes, I'm angry. I'm going to use my head as a whip. Or basically a floppy mace. I hate how giraffes act like they're above everything. That's solid. That's a solid one. Oh my god. Ugh. A bear walks into a bar. Waiter says, what would you like? Bear says, I would like a beer. The waiter then says, why the big paws? And the bear says, 'cause I'm a bear. Shakes his hands at the bar. It's a joke that's better told in person. Because you shake your hands, you go, I'm a bear. A giraffe is a camel in low gravity. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, sure.
You do make both weird vomiting noises. So that
You can ride 6 giraffe if most of them are dead. I hope that's not a sex joke, because that's awful. Jesus. That might just be the internet having ruined my brain. There are dwarf giraffes that are only 9 foot tall. Fucking midgets. Jesus. Oh, I need to sit up because I am hurting. You can ride a giraffe if you take a stepladder. I mean, this is true. Oh god, I'm suddenly absolutely exhausted. Oh, it's been a long weekend.
They also drink each other's piss. And there's plenty of humans that do that too, so...
I think lots of animals just drink each other's piss. Or at least will take a sup. Will be like, fine vintage. Ooh. They're all into neck maxing. God damn it. The maxing came back. Giraffe walks into a bar and asks for a bear. The bartender asked bottled or draft. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So my brain is switching off. Is that why being drunk is called being pissed? I'm not actually sure why being drunk is called being pissed. I mean, you do. Once you break the seal, you will urinate a whole heck of a lot when you're drinking, because obviously, if you're drinking, you're probably consuming a significant amount of liquid. But I don't know how. Stop fucking yawning. I don't know how the American pissed. Well, it's pissed over here as well, but I don't know how angry becomes piss. Or I guess you become pissy, but even then, I'm so upset. I'm also urinating
when you get so angry that you tense up that you pee yourself? Is that what
I'm so mad that I've urinated. This fear me. I'm covered in piss.
I think it's more like don't eat me. I'm covered in pee.
I know, but that's fear though. You don't care. You don't worry about being eaten when you're angry. Dolphins don't have a sense of smell because their nose evolved into a blowhole. They taste each other's pee instead of smelling each other to know each other. It's lovely. Thank you, Zach. Very much needed to know that one. Dolphins are one of those ones that are like, oh, they're so beautiful and lovely. And it's like, tasty piss. Yum, 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 yum. Can you imagine a hippo with a toothache? I can definitely imagine one. It would be pissed. I imagine it would be very upset. They're not animals to be trifled with. They get they're fucking hell. I'm so burpy now as well. They get well, they'll just fuck you up. They're like one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. I think people were saying like a fight between a hippo and a polar bear. Polar bears are like incredibly dangerous. They're probably, as far as people are aware, if a polar bear sees you, it's going to try and eat you because you are just food. And it's incredibly strong, and they've been known to kill whales, like just bonking them on the head and then dragging them up, which is fucking wild.
Thing is though, they're herbivores.
Who polar
So
bears?
no,
Hip.
hippos.
I was talking about polar
All
bears.
right, I thought you said because
Hippos have been known to kill whales.
I wasn't listening to you.
Ah, there it is.
All I heard was kill something.
Kill. No. The thing about this thing you were talking about.
To be honest, though, like hippos, they kill for pleasure, though.
That's where
they don't eat. They don't eat the bodies.
Do they kill for pleasure, or do they kill because
they're extremely territorial? That's
yeah.
why.
They're not like wee death. But yeah, a hippo's bite force is like incredibly strong, and they are essentially walking tanks. There's a video of a hippo just like walking along while a lion is literally trying to eat it, and it doesn't give a fuck. And it eventually gets to the water and just walks in, and the lion's like, well, fuck. Which is a very strange thing for an animal to do. Like, most animals, if another animal doesn't give a shit about your presence, you have to be concerned. If something's scared of you, then it's dinner. If something doesn't care or walks towards you, God forbid, that's a scary animal. This isn't advice for dealing with lions, FYI. If you see a lion, you're walking through town, lion, probably don't approach it. But I imagine if you did, it would be concerned that you knew something it didn't. Buses are the most dangerous thing on the planet. My grandma saw one fight the space shuttle. What the fuck? Thank you, Demon Orb. American beer is near frozen gnats. Okay. A giraffe is really 1,000 rats in a tent scope with a periscope. Eric Weld. Okay. Are we just gonna stick on the animal? Let's try and change the subject for the remainder of the thing. Mrs. Sick is almost all the way through Sekiro now, which is pretty freaking wild. She has beaten Owl, basically one of the hardest bosses in the whole game. So if you want to check out, if you like FromSoft games and if you like Sekiro, you should go watch her stream. She's nearly beaten the game. It's kind of wild. Yeah. Hot dog warming pogo stick. What is going on? Hey, I finally made it to a live stream. I feel like I need a whiskey. It's not a good one.
Yes. People are going a little bit loopy by the looks of it.
They're just obsessed with hippos and fucking rats and
giraffes.
How fast do you have to run to escape a polar bear? There's a limit to how fast you ever need to run to get away from anything, and it all depends on how many people you're with. You need to go faster than the slowest person is slow. It's like you're watching some lions and one of you's putting shoes on, and the other person says, "Why are you putting shoes on? You're not going to outrun a lion." And you go, "I know. All I need to do is outrun you." It's my birthday soonish. By soonish, do you mean actually soon, or do you mean next year? Let's talk about food. I do like food. I have to eat less of it now. I'm trying to be good. Watch the thing, really big guy, and his diet to try and like lower his food, and the fact that you have to develop a much healthier relationship with your food. It's so difficult because I really like eating. I'm definitely not anywhere near as big as some of the people, but I'm bigger than I should be, and it bothers me. So I do need to deal with that. I'm running an Ironman 70.3 this weekend. I don't know what 70.3 means. Sounds like a radio station number.
I'm on 7.3.
No more whiskey for sick. Now, I didn't say that.
Probably, though. It's basically sugar.
6 salad suggestions. So what you do is you get a bowl and you fill it with whiskey, and then you're done.
Half Iron Man, half Spider-Man. I don't know what that means.
Soon-ish is in 12 days. Or was someone else saying that? Who was saying it was their birthday soon-ish? See, now I've lost it.
Benji said it.
Did Benji say it?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. Let's take it back to the beginning, because I gave someone I'd been watching for 8.5 years $5,000. She was struggling, and she treated me like a radioactive dog turd. So, you gave someone you'd been watching for 8.5 years $5,000. Oh, do you mean like online? That's incredibly generous. And then that's a very strange thing to do. If someone, like, one of the things in terms of being a creator that I've always tried to avoid is, like, deliberately asking for money for a specific thing. Like, when we had the house fire, I didn't ask for anything. And people still were very, very generous. Someone sent me, like, a crazy amount of money. Certainly at the time, I couldn't believe it. And it really helped make things so much easier. I bought, like, a router and some other stuff so that I could just get the internet elsewhere without having to set up a whole thing, because I was only going to be there for a few months. Says Sick, not paying attention. What is this? But yeah, I can't imagine, like, a fan, like, if a fan gave me a big bit of money, I'd say thank you. And that's all I imagine they expect. I assume that you weren't, like, every day sending them messages and saying, what are you doing with it? Why aren't you happy? Blah, 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 because that would be weird. But I'm assuming that it wasn't that situation, that you just said, here you go. And instead of saying thank you, they were like, oh, what a weirdo. Like, fuck you. Especially if they, like, asked for it. If they said they were struggling and that they needed help. I don't know, man. People get weird. My birthday is in October. Will you come to my birthday? It's in Canada. I'll be honest. Probably not.
It's a bit of a ways out.
It's a little bit further than I'm willing to travel, because it's not at the end of my street. He's going to install Windows 10 on his bike. He probably knows it will walk 7 miles and swim shit. What the fuck? An Ironman 70.3 is half the distance of an Ironman triathlon. Right, so an Ironman, for some reason, is 140.6. Why is it 140.6 if that is the thing? That's still a lot, regardless. She didn't ask, I offered. Okay, fair enough. But still, like, it was just a nice thing to do. And you said you offered. Did you offer and they take it and then they acted like an arsehole? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, the exact stages of the thing. But it definitely sounds... Like, if someone offered me 5,000 because I said that things were hard, I definitely wouldn't think anything weird about it. Like, yeah.
I'd be a bit concerned, to be honest. That is a lot of money.
It is a lot, but I'm not...
Like, if you're really struggling, I can kind of guess that. But at least treat the person who's giving it to you with a bit of respect.
There's no reason... Like, even if you thought it was a bit much. Like, even if you went, wow, I don't need that much, but thank you. And that's it. That's, like, the end of that conversation. But if they're like, ugh, why are you offering me that much? Fuck you. That's not very pleasant. On a completely unrelated note, oh, I'm really struggling. I could do with $5,000. Just saying. No. No, definitely not. My birthday's in November. I live in Atlanta. Will you come? Is that the same person who said before? No. Okay. No. Again, for the same reason. It is when one of you.
There's a big puddle in the way, so.
Yeah. And also any amount of distance at all. Don't worry, I'm never doing that again. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, it's hit 10, and I have stuff to do. But thank you all for coming for this rambly nonsense. That is what it is. And you keep turning up.
And remember, if you want a giraffe in the house, bring a pig in first.
Make sure you put the pig in. Go and watch Mrs. Sick beat Sekiro, because she's almost there. And you can watch me get very, very upset.
You've been saying that for ages, though, and I'm still nowhere near.
No, but you are actually really close. And also, I've been saying that you've been making progress. Now I'm saying you're getting to the end. That's a whole different thing. All right, thank you, everyone, and we will catch you in the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.